What's going on, world? What's the haps? It's your boy Munchlax Attacks, and today I'm joined once again by Jay Falcon.
Hello.
And my boy Tommy, my boy.
Hello.
Now, how are you guys doing today? How are you guys today?
Today was a good day.
It was good. We just got done with work. We were cooking, the two of us, two-man squad.
Two-man squad.
Yeah. Taking it to the house.
The dangerous duo.
Oh, we are dangerous.
Yes.
That's for sure.
The danger
We're dancers.
dancers.
We were rocking.
Rockers and dancers. There's a song somewhere in there.
Rockers and dancers.
Rockers and
We
dancers.
should write one.
I'm going to write that down
Write
real
that
quick.
down.
I got to make
put
sure.
that on the notes.
Got to make sure I got it. Rockers.
Next week, we'll all sing it on the podcast.
Or when we go live stream,
Yeah.
Soon.
Or like live, like in front of an audience.
Like
in a
live
big-
action.
Like in a big arena.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, no. So once I get to 50 subscribers, then I can start to live stream.
okay, excellent.
And the dream is to be able to live stream Pokemon, to literally just hatch eggs in Pokemon. So okay, wasn't it?
As we discussed, neither Jay or I are really experts in the field.
Yeah, I realized that. I thought I could
Pokemon.
just throw that out there. Okay, so again, we're talking about Pokemon breeding. Oh my god.
Yeah, you said last week that later we would talk about whether or not Pokemon have sex.
All right, so
I bet they do.
They're like salmons.
they
They come up the river and then they
Yeah.
spawn.
Yeah, and they lay like thousands of eggs in the
Yep.
water.
so Pokemon breeding. I don't want to get too much into it. So Pokemon, they come from eggs. We have no idea where these eggs really come from.
What
Probably
came first, the
Pokemon
Pokemon
cloacas.
or the egg?
Oh, that's getting into a whole Mew, Arceus. What is the first Pokemon?
I actually have an answer to the chicken and the egg thing. by the
Second.
way, but it has to do with
You like vanilla ice cream,
evolution.
so I mean, like,
Oh my
come on,
God.
Tommy. Like,
All right, so when you're breeding so in the Pokemon games, you can come across what is known as a shiny Pokemon, which is a Pokemon
in
that
the mood.
it's just a different color. It's
Oh.
just a different color.
would that like signify they're in heat?
No, it's to signify its rarity. It's basically a trophy.
Okay.
Because it's no different from any other Pokemon other than the first two gens where the shiny factor was based on IV. So let's say you got Pikachu. You guys know.
We know Pikachu.
We know
right?
Pikachu.
You
got it
know,
down pat.
goddamn,
Top to bottom.
you know Pikachu. Okay, so Pikachu is normally a yellow guy.
Yeah.
He's normally yellow. When he's shiny, he's orange. He's like a shade of orange.
Now I think we know what they're really saying when he's shiny.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think
we
you
know.
guys know what they mean.
I think we both know what they mean.
So basically, in the earlier games, up until I think Gen 6, the odds of encountering a shiny were 1 in 8,000 some odd. Right?
I know how that goes.
So each
More
time,
like 1 in a billion, Tommy.
so each time you encountered a Pokemon, you had to roll 1 out of 8,000, right? 8,000 some odd. So you can also breed. There's a Pokemon daycare. Okay, this is as far as I'm getting into the breeding aspect.
They breed at the that is inappropriate.
There is a Pokemon daycare. You leave your Pokemon in the Pokemon daycare, and they level it up while you take steps. While you walk around in the game, it grows levels.
So it's like, is it incubator?
No incubators. It's a daycare.
Do
They have
like nap time.
there's a rompus room and everything.
Oh man!
But I don't really want to get into it too much because that is for another podcast.
Because it's like dirty and gross, right? When they like do it.
Yeah, and we can't do it in the first 5 minutes of podcast. That's so risque. But
we don't want to like. I'm not even going to say anything.
So shiny Pokemon, you can breed for shiny Pokemon for better odds, right? So what I want to do is I'm a shiny hunter. I hunt for these shiny. They are cool. They are sick as frick. It's like this guy. Look at him. I want him.
Munchlax.
Munchlax. Thank you. Good. Very good, Tom. So it's like
I get a point.
Points.
You get a bonus already.
Yeah.
So on the identifying of the Pokemon, real or not real, you're already up.
Now there are 2 poking men.
I don't know about that. But it's like Munchlax. Hey, I like Munchlax, but what if he was like a darker shade of blue? Yeah, I think that's pretty rad.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But no, that's what I want to do. Once I reach 50 subscribers, I'm going to be able to live stream. Well, first I got to get a capture card, but then I can plug my Switch into my computer and then just record my gameplay. Just go back and forth in front of the daycare center. Or have picnics. Picnics are involved. There are sandwiches. Huh?
We can make sandwiches.
The people who know about Pokemon understand what I'm talking about. But yes, there are sandwiches involved. There are picnics. And Matsuda methods.
Okay.
Matsuda methods.
All right. You know what? Let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about after all that is there's a little website called dkoldies.com. dkoldies.com is it's a store. It's a website. It's an online store where you can buy retro video games and whatnot.
Oh, is that one of the old Nintendo cartridges?
I had that game.
I bet you did.
I'm a little older than you, Tommy.
You're like 4 years older than me.
I remember Nintendo.
How old are you?
43.
Oh, okay. So you're like 4, 5, 6, 7 years older than me.
I'm gonna write that down.
I
Jay,
just said that out loud.
I remember Nintendo.
Like, I had the gold Zelda cartridge.
Oh, that's so cool. What was that? Ocarina of Time?
No,
like the
before that.
Oh, no, you're talking about like, oh, yeah.
Zelda. Like, I mean, you opened up that Nintendo cartridge and it was gold.
Yeah,
and you were like, what the?
Yeah.
You're like, what is this?
That one,
I think that's in there, but
all of them were gray.
Yeah.
And you were just like,
yeah, that one just.
But,
it's hard to describe the feeling that gazing upon that gold.
I felt like Charlie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding. Like,
Charlie.
from the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
like, you open it up and
the
you're
kid
like,
who bit that other kid's finger. But
no,
yeah.
not that, Charlie.
DK Oldies. But DK Oldies is a site where you buy retro video games. But here's the thing: we're a bit late on discussing this topic by like a couple months. All right, so people like online reviewers and like people on YouTube have been buying stuff from DK Oldies and then just busting it open to see if it's actually refurbished, right? Because you're buying something from like 10, 20 years ago and they mark it as refurbished, and the thing is, their prices. I
was going to ask if it's ludicrously expensive.
Yeah. So the high prices led people to open up the consoles and to see if it's like actually refurbished. Because if you're paying an arm and a leg for something, you're gonna want to like. This is the only picture I have, but someone busted open a PlayStation 3 for DK Oldies, and a lot of these people who are breaking them open are just like, dirty dust. The thermal paste on the inside of the consoles, which is what cools systems and whatnot, completely gone. So the only thing left to cool some of these consoles is just the internal fans and whatnot.
Oh, wow.
Scandalous.
It's sad that a PlayStation 3 is considered old.
I know. Like,
I'm just like,
when you said that, I was like, okay.
Man, I'm really timed out of this whole podcast.
I mean, they still sell more newer consoles and whatnot, like Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s, but yeah, they mostly sell like all the older stuff, but their prices are like way ludicrous. I don't have any like numbers on hand, but it's crazy. And I've bought from DK Oldies though.
Shout out to DK Oldies.
Shout out to DK Oldies, because it's like
from DK Oldies?
What I bought from DK Oldies. I'll tell you what I bought from DK Oldies. I bought Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy.
Ooh, I remember Game Boy.
Game Boy, yeah. I stumbled upon a Game Boy Color from way back in the day.
The original Game Boy.
No, it was the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, yeah, the original.
Was that the one you could play that one in the dark?
No. I mean, there was one specific iteration of the Game Boy that had a backlight, but
Yeah, there was one. Okay, so when I had it, you could get like an apparatus thing, like an attachment.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like illuminated the whole thing. I
Yes.
remember I went to a Jets game with this kid, New York Jets, and we're driving down the highway and it's dusk, and I had my Game Boy, and this douchebag had his. Sorry, he's a nice guy, but whatever. I was just mad about. He had the Sega Game Gear, and you could.
Sega Game
It
Gear.
was color, so you could play it at night.
Mhm.
In the
hell
darkness
yeah.
of the van, and we're like on our way to New York City, and I'm
my
like,
God, legendary.
I'm like 8 years old. I'm like
Yeah.
wanting to like wrestle this kid because he's playing Sonic.
I'll
and
wrestle you
all
for.
I got is Tetris, and I can't
Yeah.
even see it.
Yeah.
I remember the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance SP, was the first, really the first one of them to actually have a backlight. And I remember as a child sitting in the back seat of the car, playing my Game Boy Advance with the light on because it's freaking dark.
Mhm.
And my parents would get mad at and yell at me because the light was distracting them.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it is. That was always a thing about. Well, it is difficult to drive at night when there's a light on in the car.
The thing is, it's
100%.
not that bright.
Yeah.
It's like if you put your cell phone in the lowest setting of brightness. Yeah, no, it's not that bright. But yeah, no. That's something that I've always loved about Nintendo is I guess it's not specifically Nintendo if it's third party, people and whatnot, but the amount of like accessories and add-ons, not only to the handheld but to the consoles, it's crazy. Like that was another thing in one of DK Oldie's TikToks or YouTube Shorts was creating the ultimate this or that. Like there was there are attachments for the Game Boy that like it's basically just a magnifying glass. And
I can see it.
You
could get those papers right onto people's porches, I bet, if you had a magnifying glass on that.
Oh yeah,
Remember Paperboy?
Paperboy?
That was always the one my go-to was Paperboy.
The game.
Yeah, on the Game Boy, when
Okay,
you
so,
went down
like,
the street and throwing
now-
newspapers.
No,
you
Jake,
guys
the
probably
occupation.
but you don't remember like the actual arcade version of Paperboy.
No, I do not.
No,
Dude,
no.
okay, so when I was a kid, they had it at the Pyramid Mall, aka the shops at the
At the shops at Ithaca.
shops at the Ithaca
I
Mall.
forgot it was called.
So yeah, so they had this game called Paperboy, which obviously frame of reference, same thing, but it was a game console stand up, and it had handlebars like a bicycle,
That's so
sick.
cool.
and
That's so cool.
so you would hold the handlebars like you were riding a bicycle, and you would push the handlebars forward to make you go faster, and you would pull them back to slow you down. And then there was two thummies down, like where your fingers would naturally like rest on handlebars, and you would hit those
To throw the
to
newspaper.
throw the newspapers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
That's
you could
so
like
rad.
basically like throttle up and throttle down and like jump stuff. And I could never get past like the first level of the game. It
Yeah.
was like the hardest
Yeah.
game ever.
That sounds so cool. I miss like arcades.
Oh,
Arcades
man.
were cool.
Arcades were awesome. And then like Spy Hunter was like another one that had like a handlebar, like a steering
I
wheel,
wonder with these arcade games and just like
but it looked like the Knight Rider steering wheel, like from the
yeah.
David
I
Hasselhoff
used to
Knight
watch
Rider.
that show
Oh,
after school every day, man.
sick, dude.
And sometimes when I would like get home from school too late and I would miss Knight Rider, I would like feel bad, like I had let David Hasselhoff
Oh.
down.
Oh, you felt?
Oh.
Yeah, I could see that. Like,
my
oh,
little
man,
heart.
I left the Hoff down.
He's
I
lying.
was supposed to watch Knight Rider.
He's lying on the floor eating a burger, crying his eyes out.
Yep.
You guys remember
Tom
that?
didn't watch Knight Rider. No, I don't remember lying on the floor eating a burger.
Oh, there was a viral video like forever ago.
Of the Hoff?
In like rock bottom moment.
Yeah, didn't he have like a rock bottom moment? The Hoff did have a moment.
But we love the Hoff.
They started calling him that because he went to his agent, said he just wanted to be called Hoff now, and his agent said, yeah, sure thing, no hassle. Huh? Up top.
Tommy. That guy.
Moving on. So since we're on the subject
Of Hoff?
of
No
still
hassle.
Nintendo, we're still on Nintendo. That's like the point that we're at in the video, the podcast.
I wonder if there was a Knight Rider game.
Oh, there has to have been. We might even play it on the channel someday. But moving on from Nintendo to we're about to have a movie moment. We're a little late, but I want to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
The one with John Leguizamo?
No.
Yeah, he's not in that one apparently.
I know.
He's upset
He's
about
all
it.
up in arms about it. You were saying the other
We'll
day.
get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I'm unaware. Now the only thing, so I feel like I'm kind of old fashioned in this regard, and I feel like, and this is a topic people talk about on the internet a lot. I feel like, but it used to be, there were dudes who like dedicated their lives to being able to do like hundreds of different voices, and they sounded like they were called voice actors.
Yeah.
And you could make a whole movie. You could pay one dude to do 15 characters
Yeah,
in
isn't
this
Bart
movie.
Simpson like the guy? The
No,
girl.
yeah,
It's a
no.
girl, right?
Nancy
Yeah.
Cartwright, I
But
believe.
there's one guy who does like
Moe's voice and and like whatever.
The
whatever.
Family Guy, you got Seth MacFarlane doing like
and
20
even,
different
from
voices.
back in the day, like Mel Blanc, it was all Porky Pig he did, and all these other characters.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then Billy
Blanc.
West was a great one. He's got millions of things. He does tons of voices on Futurama and other shows, and he was Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy and all this shit.
Dude, I just remember the cop from like Police Academy, the guy who made all the sound effects.
Yeah,
That guy was awesome, dude.
What's that guy's name?
Oh no,
Michael Winslow.
I always
Yeah.
forget that.
And then there was another guy, Frank Welker is a great voice actor. He does all different kinds of voices and stuff. He does the aliens in Mars Attacks.
Okay.
Like.
So the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Well, I can segue back into that by saying this long sort of tirade about people who are good at being voice actors. Now it's just whoever's famous at the moment. They just
Yeah.
talk like themselves.
I mean, he does.
So I feel like there's a lost art of being able to create these different voices.
Now, hang on, Tom. I don't think that's fair. Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Brain don't work. Sorry. Chris Pratt. He put a slightly Brooklyn or Bronx accent.
Can you imitate it for us? What does it? Give us a taste.
Let's go to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Okay, that sounds a bit like Mario.
That was horrible. I'm sorry.
I liked it.
But yeah, no.
I thought Mario just walked in the room.
I thought, oh my god, you got the Mario to be in the podcast? But it was just Robbie.
So last week I sounded like Quentin Tarantino. This
did.
week I am sounding like Mario.
Yeah, that'll be a regular feature. Robbie sounds like somebody else at least once.
You should work on that.
Impressions by Rob.
I'll send you. I'm gonna each week.
I don't know why. I don't like that name. It
I'm
sounds
gonna send
a
you every
sexual
Wednesday.
perfume.
I'm gonna send you a person who you're gonna have to practice, get ready, and sound like on Tuesday.
Impressions by Rob.
Much lax attacks or whatever.
Yeah, Munchlax attacks.
Do an
But,
impression of Munchlax.
Yeah.
don't make me-
On the spot. No, you can work on it. It's
Okay,
here.
well, yeah.
Here.
Oh, he looked like he was about to do it.
I'm gonna do it. Everyone, I'm gonna do it. Munchlax. Munch.
That's what Munchlax sounds.
All right, so the super gosh darned Mario Bros.
Mario
movie.
Brothers movie
All right,
with
see
Chris Pratt.
with Chris Pratt. Now I see what you're saying with the voice actors. Like whoever is hot is gonna be the voice of this and that, and I'm mostly fine with it. You know, I like how he did. But in all reality, I kind of just wish that the regular voice actor for Mario, who's been doing it for like 3 decades now. I'm blanking on his name. I think it's Charles something or another.
Okay.
But he was in the movie, but I feel like
he wasn't Mario.
But he was not Mario.
Oh, what a slap in the face to Charles so-and-so.
But
how do you feel about that, Jay?
I remember the original Mario live action movie.
Yeah, it was
from when I was like 8.
I suppose at that point I would have been 1, as we determined.
Right, you weren't even alive
Yeah.
yet. Robbie
I
wasn't
was
even
1.
thought of.
It was 1993. The Super
Oh yeah,
Mario
dude.
Bros.
Okay,
All
yep.
right, so I would have been 7.
Who's that guy? Is that Luke Wilson? It kind of looks like him.
Luke Wilson.
Doesn't
It
that
does
kinda-
look like Luke Wilson, but I think it's Dennis Hopper. Yeah, there we go. Dennis Hopper. It even says right up there. Yeah.
Look at how young Dennis Hopper is. So young, he looks like Luke Wilson.
Man, so like that means Luke Wilson's gonna end up looking like Dennis Hopper.
Weird.
I like Dennis Hopper. He's good, man.
And this brings us back to Speed.
Yeah, the bad guy in Speed. Dennis
Bad
Hopper.
guy in Speed, Dennis Hopper. But I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 1993. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I really don't feel like confident discussing it.
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen
it's
it in
bad,
forever. I just
bad,
remember it being like
bad.
kind of like vaguely, because at that age, I'm 7. I don't know if I saw it when it came out, but I remember being kind of vaguely upset by the like costumes of all the like Koopas and stuff. I found something freaky about it.
So are like these reptiles? Are they the Koopas?
They look like the Koopa Trolls.
There was the big the big angry looking guy
Bowser?
Bowser.
Bowser,
right?
yeah.
So,
How come Bowser didn't even make like?
in
I don't
this
know.
specific poster,
But see, there's something so upsetting about this. Appears to be a creature wearing like a large trench coat, but his shoulders are massive and his collar is giant, and this tiny little head coming out of it. That's very upsetting to me. I find.
yeah, no, it looks like this creature has to have like this massive wide body with this weird little snake head.
He's got like
popping
a
out.
David Byrne from Stop Making Sense thing going on, where he wears the big suit. You know what I'm talking about?
But back to the present day
whoosh over the heads of everybody, right over the bow. Tommy.
present day Super Mario movie. The thing with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, my opinion on the movie, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was the first like kids movie I've seen since Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, I love Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph.
Ralph was
I love
that
all
was
those
dope.
kids movies, man.
Yeah.
They're
See,
good.
so-
Wreck-It Ralph was good.
Yeah.
John Riley and
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
So I don't typically go to kids movies because I don't really like kids, right?
You're not allowed to.
What? No,
Uncle now, Robbie. You gotta like change your outlook.
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, you got years
It's gonna
of watching
happen.
kids
It's gonna
movies
happen.
at home ahead of you, man.
I'm taking that kid to all the movies.
To all
It's
the
gonna be
Wreck-It
great,
Ralph.
just
well,
like-
there it is, right there. Because John Riley just played John Riley in that movie.
That's true.
He didn't
But he
voice
kind
Owen.
of... Yeah, that's true.
John C. Riley.
He kind of plays
Sorry.
John C.
John
Riley
C. Riley.
in all of his
Sorry,
movies.
John Riley.
John Riley,
It just
whatever.
sounds weird to me.
Have you ever seen him in like... Because he's been in some like really serious roles. Like he's been in a couple like Paul
Gangs
Thomas
in New
Anderson
York was
movies.
great.
Gangs in New York. But even then, he's just kind of John C. Riley in that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's good in some movies. Like serious roles.
But with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I really enjoyed it, but they really just played it safe. They played it safe because of the 1993 Super Mario Bros.
So
movie.
they kind of went out of bounds in the olden days, and now they needed to kind of make sure they had to rein it in and not make the same mistake.
They were playing it safe. So like, when that's why they hired actors that they knew would succeed if you put them in a movie, like Jack Black or everyone loves
Kung Fu
Keegan Michael
Panda
Key.
was amazing.
Keegan-Michael Key's a very likable guy.
Yeah. He's one of your voice actors. He's one of
Is
your
that one of the
voice
Key and
actors.
Peele guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is he?
Like the tall guy.
Oh,
The taller one?
God.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those guys are both kind of great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Dude, yeah, Key and Peele was hilarious. And then Jordan Peele's, movies as a director are fantastic as well, man. Did you ever see Us?
Which one was us? Was that the one with the underneath people? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Us was an awesome movie. It just kept getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and then just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder again, it gets even weirder. It was awesome.
And then you got all the theories about what happened in that movie or what was going on, and it's one of those movies that you have to watch a second time.
What, Us?
Us is
It
the
was
one
the
where
one-
they're in the red jumpsuits and the scissors.
There's like a family is like on vacation or something, and all of a sudden this like ominous looking family who looks exactly like them shows up outside the house, and they're like being terrorized by this like family of doppelgangers. And then all this like weird shit keeps increasingly happening. One of my favorite scenes was
that, right? Scary, like scissors on.
yeah.
I think that was
What
after
was the one where they like auctioned off the bodies or something?
Get Out.
Oh
Get
yeah,
Out, yeah.
that one was,
That was a good one.
terrifying.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the newest one.
Nope.
With the
Yeah, I watched it. It was good. I liked it. It was
not the best out of.
it was unique. It was making an interesting point, as you know, sci-fi horror movies these days usually do, or even back in the day. I mean, that's what sci-fi kind of started out as a way of like criticizing society when you weren't really allowed to. So,
Right.
I'm talking about a space planet, not this one.
Talking about space planets, I want to talk about Star Wars. I sadly don't have any pictures planned out, but I want you guys to take a guess. Out of all,
Probably red.
moving on. All right. Well, I guess we're not.
What is
I guess we're not. No, I'm just playing. I want you guys to guess out of all the Star Wars movies, what is the kill count? What is the kill count in all the? I'm just gonna put it on that for now. But what do you guys think?
Total?
Oh,
Do robots count?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so. No, because they made a lot of them.
Because there's like some of those movies I didn't really watch. I saw the new ones in the theater. I fell asleep for most of one of them in the theater. My nephew got very upset that I'd slept through it.
I slept through one of the prequels way back in the day.
I saw those in the
Those
theater
were
when they came out. I was like, I don't like this. But one of those movies was just like, it was called like a bunch of robots, you know. But
Well,
I don't
I'm
know
not-
how many people, how many humans
And all of them.
How many
or humanoids? People. Humans.
Not humans, but people.
People. Okay, so non-robot characters? Or
Non-robotic.
how many non-robot characters? I'm going to say,
You just can say,
I could figure it out, man, right?
like,
so,
just, I'm not asking for an exact number. I just want you guys to throw out there how many characters that aren't robots, I guess, died throughout the entirety of the Star Wars movies. Because I was talking about this earlier today.
Are they
and
still making Star Wars movies?
God.
yeah, they're
damn.
cranking them out like bastards, man.
Shows, sequel
It's like,
shows.
you know those like Play-Doh factories
prequel
where you
shows?
squeeze the
Yeah.
thing and the Play-Doh would come out like a
the
star
Play-Doh just don't stop.
The Play-Doh don't stop.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I've only seen like the original 3.
Yeah,
Like the
those are the only ones
trilogy.
that I'm like familiar with.
Yeah, like
And
the
Robbie
Darth
and I-
Maul ones and
Yeah,
the
I
Yoda,
don't-
Mandalorian, whatever, the Disney
Yeah, I don't know
stuff. I don't know anything about that.
Neither do
nonsense.
I.
Well, like, just, okay, so based on those first 3 movies,
First 3 movies?
how do you think it fares? Spoiler alert, they do blow up an entire planet
I was gonna say that.
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Star is like a
and
whole
two
thing.
and
they
then
blew up the Death
2
Star.
planet-sized
Yeah.
spaceships.
So are we counting off-screen deaths?
I guess we are.
Well, then
Yeah,
it's got to be
yeah.
thousands upon thousands
Yeah,
upon
like
thousands.
hundreds of thousands.
If
Like,
it's
how
like-
many people manned the Death Star? I
Yeah,
mean,
the entire crew was on there, man. They must have had a cleaning staff and
And
people
then-
making space food,
But
all
then
kinds
get
of
this,
people.
chefs on the Death
Exactly,
Star.
let's get
That's not a
chefs.
bad gig.
The second
Chef on
Death
the
Star?
Death Star.
The second Death Star? That was mid-construction.
A
So
lot
you
of
have
construction
construction
They
work.
workers.
never really finished the first one. I
The
thought.
first one was under
finished-
construction as well.
they finished the first one.
I thought it was under construction.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think they did the
I don't
second
know.
one.
And then so they just did the same thing again.
So they were
Yeah,
trying to
that-
like repair and rebuild the Death Star, and then they were like, "Hey, the Death Star's functional. It's not finished. Like it's not a full circle anymore. Like at the end of the original trilogy, the Death Star was just like there was a chunk of it missing, but they
Yeah.
were rebuilding it.
Yeah.
And there were people working on construction, and they blew it up.
That's true. But they
So-
were evil construction workers. Or maybe they were just contracting out to whoever.
Exactly.
They probably just Darth Vader just opened up the yellow pages.
They signed up for it. They signed up for it. So if you guys had to guess, guess like a range. Just like
I want to say that discounting. So I would consider. Okay, here's how I would phrase this question if I were capable of phrasing questions. I would say how many characters where the viewers know the name of the character die in the movie. You know what I mean?
That's not the information we have. That's not the information I have.
Okay.
What I have,
I'm going to say untold thousands. It was a regular Holocaust of the
Are you saying
film franchise.
Holocaust of space.
thousands?
Thousands.
I'm going to say right now.
Millions? Oh, they blow up planets.
Yeah.
Yeah, millions. Probably millions.
Jack.
They wiped out civilization.
Give me one exceedingly large number. Just guess it.
Well, okay, so I'm basing this off.
Don't think about it too hard.
Of Earth is like 8 billion people.
Yeah, but in
right?
the 70s, it was like 4 billion.
Okay, so
You
we'll
got
say
about like 9 movies.
we'll say 6 billion people. 6 billion with a B.
6
I'm okay
billion.
with 6 billion.
So there was one planet that was blown up. So you think that planet is less populated? Okay, so I'm gonna.
Was it the 1970s on that planet?
158 billion.
Where'd you get that number?
Wikipedia.
Wait,
Wikipedia.
what did you say? 158 billion?
Yeah, I'm rounding up.
That was on Wikipedia.
It was on Wiki fans.
I would click on the little superscript
billion?
link to the source on that one.
Who's coming up with that number?
You got multiple planets blowing up. You got decades-long wars. There are wars, bro. There are wars.
It's true. It is
in space.
It's Star Wars.
And you got the prequel series, and then you got the
They got
sequel
wars
series.
in that too.
Yeah.
One's
Yeah.
the robot fight, the big robot fight. It's called.
We
What
can talk.
was I watching there? They were the Return of the Jedi, and they were all flying around the Death Star, and I'm like looking at the ships flying around the Death Star. I'm like, man, that's a big ship right there.
Yeah,
How many people? Well, the Death Star was big.
It
But
was
what
the
about
size
those
of-
triangle-looking things
those
floating
big-
through space?
Whatever the
I'm
hell
like,
they call those. But
Yeah.
TIE fighters.
No, not
they're
the
like
fighters. I'm talking about the
big
aircraft
thing.
carriers of
Dun,
space.
dun,
Spacecraft
dun,
carriers,
dun,
man.
All right, let's move
And then
on.
there's lasers everywhere. And I'm like, man, if one of those things hits that,
Jay, calm down with lasers. Calm down with lasers. All right, well, now we're going to move on to Pokemon, real or fake, where
Oh,
neither.
shit.
my
Guys,
favorite part of the podcast.
Revenge.
Neither.
You're already up a point.
We're not for just in general. Not for Pokemon real or
I want to
fake.
split my extra point with Jay.
Okay,
We each have a half a point.
you each have half a point. Now,
Thank you, Tommy.
now
You know what? I'm going to give a third. I take that half back, put it back together into one whole point, break it into thirds. Now all three of us, we each have a third.
All right,
Okay,
so
okay.
Tom, you're not in charge of the point.
It's my point.
That
just
doesn't
throw
mean
it out
you're
the
allowed.
window
That
if I
doesn't mean
want.
you're allowed to do with it what you want. All right, Pokemon real or fake. So in this edition of Pokemon real or fake, we have a special thing going on where neither of the contestants know how many are real and how many are
A
fake.
special thing going on where we can't just figure out what the answer most likely is by the end of the challenge.
All right, now I'm going to start showing images, and our contestants have to decide whether or not this Pokemon is real or fake. All right, starting off, we have Snob.
Snob.
What the fuck?
It is a ice bug-type Pokemon. Snom, close to the word snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Tom.
and Tom.
Yeah.
What is this black dot?
That's
It's
its
eye.
eyeball.
What's this protruding structure
That's
on the
his
right?
nostril.
I assume its mouth.
Nope. I'm gonna say
Nope.
That's
Nope.
That's his nose.
Okay.
Those are nostrils.
It kind of looks like some kind of
looks like a
funky
fish.
gelatinous creature is like enveloping Snoopy.
I could see that. Like he's
If you
swallowing
turn
him,
your
he's
head
like
sideways.
a
Yeah.
python.
Yeah. Like,
How many
yeah.
of you actually turned your head sideways? I really want you guys to let me know down in the comments.
I mean, I'm getting kind of this like porcupine, pine cone looking thing.
Yeah.
It
With
is.
the flat face.
It looks like I want to touch it.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it has a consistency that I want to squeeze.
Like it's a stress.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we landing on this?
I'm going to
Real
say
or fake?
based on the fact that just the image is conveying kind of a tactile sense to me, I'm going to say that's a real Pokemon because those guys know their stuff.
They know their stuff. Jaybird, where are you landing on this?
I don't know. I kind of want to like I feel like I'm hedging my bet. You know, like I don't want to sound like I'm following Tom, but I have no knowledge of Pokemon whatsoever. I feel like I'm in the dark. So it looks real.
So you're going with real?
Like it looks like a distant cousin of Pikachu, but like
I mean,
drawn the same way.
I mean, all
Like,
Pokemon come from.
They're all going to have a similar art style. I
Right,
think.
but I mean, it's just like so. I guess I'm gonna go real. Like I'm trying to like think about it in my brain.
I think you guys are thinking too hard on this right now. If I'm being honest.
Well, maybe, but you know, being
both are
wrong
going
is
real?
wrong.
You've got a 50-50 chance.
I'm
True. All right,
Just wing.
real.
Real.
This
Real,
is a real Pokemon.
Yeah, brother.
Killing
This,
it.
I felt like the butt face might have thrown you off, or
It does have a butt.
or it's
face.
bizarre design. All right, moving on. We have Mimikyu.
Fake.
Fake Pokemon.
Yep.
You don't want to discuss it
Nope.
Because
at
of
all.
its jagged grin and its
Yeah, it
scribbly
looks like a
eyes.
Tim Burton character.
Yeah.
You don't
like,
even want to hear any information.
Well,
I have
I
right
mean,
now.
give us the lowdown, but we're going to say fake.
So, do I say the information about the mon, or are you just dead set?
I'm dead set. That's fake.
All
I'm
right.
not going to change it.
All right.
Because the information is going to make
All right.
no sense to us.
All right.
Well, it's
Okay.
a squirrel type with upside-down power where it has electrotrons.
This is a real Pokemon, guys.
God damn it!
Really?
This Pokemon well, since we have extra time now to discuss this.
That's why you kind of, when I said they're going to have similar art styles, Robbie had a very interesting reaction. And now that leads me to believe because that does not
The
look...
face looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
Right.
It's
You
got
see-
no artistic like merit. Well, I'm not saying like nothing.
Calm down.
But, like,
you'll hurt its feelings. You'll hurt its feelings. You see, okay, so let me tell you about this Pokemon. It's called. I barely got its name out. This is Mimikyu. Mimikyu, like mimic. It's a mimic. So it is a ghost fairy type Pokemon.
It looks very Halloweenish.
Mm-hmm. Ghost.
Like a jack-o'-lantern meets one of those things from Pac-Man.
Yo, is it trying to act like Pikachu right
Very
now?
good, very good. I wish I had like the exact Pokédex entry, but around 20 years ago, this Pokemon appeared. Everyone loves Pikachu, right?
This thing is single white Pokemoning Pikachu right now.
So it has this. Its ability is disguise. It has this
It's a chameleon
Yeah.
disguise.
of Pokemans.
So these two dots right here on its stomach. Those are the eye holes.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
Oh,
thought.
I thought nipples.
So the Pokemon
No.
is under this. This isn't really the Pokemon. The Pokemon is under this.
So it like made a costume.
So yeah. So when it has the ability disguise. So when it takes an attack, it doesn't take any. It takes a small amount of damage, and then the disguise breaks. But when the disguise breaks, the head just goes. And it is creepy.
Spooky.
I love it. That's what I love about this Pokemon.
Okay.
But
Dude, we were fooled.
Mm-hmm.
Mimikyu
hard.
meant to look like Pikachu. And
you nailed it. You
Good job. You're very
nailed it.
good at
next Pokemon
administering this game.
is called Inkame.
Mm.
It is a flying fairy
Basically,
type.
on first glance, I would say that one's real. But then,
I have the opposite feeling. I feel like it's too complex.
to be
What is complex about it? The amount of colors?
The amount of colors, the amount of the markings, the detail, the design. I feel like the Pokemon
but
are
see,
more
I've watched
simpler.
him play. I've watched him play the game.
Have you
And
seen
are
this
they-
guy?
I haven't seen this particular guy, but like you're
Alright,
making the
alright.
argument that like this dude's too elaborate. So
Yes,
to
it's
speak.
too
Too
elaborate.
elaborate.
Yes.
Too ornate.
Too ornate. Yes. See, these are fantastic words.
And I'm kind of feeling like I don't know. Like
Real or fake, Jay?
I want to say real. I was like, I'm just like, if I say real, I'm gonna kick myself, and you're gonna be like, no,
You
dude,
you don't want to kick yourself,
bro.
If anything, you don't want to kick yourself.
One time in class in college, I accidentally kind of kicked myself in the nuts. Because I was sitting really weird. I had my leg up kind of on my chair, like crossed, and then I like moved in a weird way, and my foot like impacted. And then it hurt, but then I realized how absurd it is to. And the professor is up there talking about some novel or whatever, and I just like busted out laughing. And he was like, "What the hell are you?" And I couldn't tell everybody that I had just like
so
kind of stomped on my own nut.
Tommy,
So
wow.
anyway,
so Inkame, real, fake? Where are we
What's
landing?
the name of it again?
Inkame.
See, that sounds in line with the Pokemon as well. I guess I'm gonna go real, but I'm gonna just, I don't know.
Trust yourself, Jay. I have faith in
I'm
you.
going real.
Tommy.
I'm gonna say fake.
All right.
Do the level
this
of
is a fake Pokemon.
That's what
Jay,
I'm talking about. That's what
Jay,
I'm
you're
talking
breaking
about.
my heart. No,
I'm terrible at this.
you're fine. You're doing fine. Doing fine. We're moving on. Chandelier.
That looks like a Tim Burton character too.
It does.
That's. I love that take, Jay.
And I
really
feel
do.
That looks like it was in A Night Before Christmas.
It really does.
It is a fire ghost type or a ghost fire type. I don't know.
It also
But yeah.
looks like it's kind of into like the freaky deaky stuff a little bit. You know what I mean? It's got like it's got like a gimp mask on almost. It's got like
mask.
bondage gear.
All right. I mean, I could see.
Do you think
that.
that's a bizarre take?
Like, hey, what are you into?
Yeah. I'm gonna say that because we talked so I'm all up in your head, Robbie. Because we talked
Okay.
so extensively about Pokemon being household objects. I'm saying fake again.
You're saying fake,
I think he's trying to trick us up by giving us another object Pokemon.
Jay.
He's trained.
I'm
us.
gonna say real because Tommy said fake, and I want to go against the grain.
All right, Jay. Dom. You. All right, Jay.
Yeah.
Good
This
job,
is
Jay.
this is a real Pokemon, and I decided to use
Yes!
use artwork.
Take
a
that
sprite
vanilla
from,
ice cream, Tommy.
Robbie, I only clapped 3 times that time. Are you
Nice,
happy?
nice. Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
yeah.
dude.
So I chose some artwork from a different game. This is Chandelier from the video game Pokken.
I'm
Pokemon.
feeling on
guys are
top
tied up.
of my game
Guys are
right
tied
now.
up. Guys are
Yeah,
tied
yep.
up.
Oh,
Yep.
that's exciting.
Next
Exciting.
Yep.
How
Pokemon,
many
Yep.
Pokemon in total?
you'll never know.
Oh, you're
Well,
not
you
gonna
don't,
give
have,
us
you don't
the
have to tell us how many fakies there are. Just how many.
Buzzwole.
Buzzwold.
Kind of like Swole, but Buzzwole.
See, this one I'm going.
He is a bug fighting type Pokemon.
He's a murder hornet.
Yep, murder hornet for sure. You like that one, Robbie?
Oh yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna go fake on this.
I
guy.
felt fake too in my heart.
He's got arms.
Yeah, like you don't often see muscle
fucking
man
jacked.
arms.
Like
Yeah.
that guy is beefcake.
His pecs are bigger than his biceps. I guess that makes sense. Does that make sense? Is
He
that how
did-
bodies are shaped?
For the people in podcast land, Tom just looked at his pecs and biceps to like truly think, wait, are my pecs bigger than
Like
my biceps?
if I was muscly,
Are we okay? So
His pecs are bigger than.
Buzzwole.
Yo, dude, you know what's weird? And maybe because I'm in like an upside down angle, I thought those were his eyes. But now you see like the
I think that's his
schnoz.
pecs.
I can move it.
Yeah,
I
no.
think this
Oh,
is
well,
like
no. It's a mosquito.
Yeah, that's like a proboscis.
Yeah.
So his eyes are up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
proboscis.
Proboscis.
I'm still going fake on it.
I also feel fake,
Fake.
but only because of the pecs.
Only gets to the pecs. All right. So Buzzwole is indeed a real Pokemon.
God damn it!
This he's an Ultra Beast.
He
So-
does look like an ultra beast. though.
I see. If I knew there were
up,
ultra
Jay.
beasts,
I mean, this guy's working out.
he really looks like an ultra beast.
He's like a-
you don't get that physique by just like
He is a
eating at
Pokemon
crossroads all the time.
Yeah.
Like
from a different dimension.
Muscle dimension.
So, like, how would that guy stack up against Pikachu in a fight?
Against Pikachu, depending on the Pikachu. Depending on the Pikachu, man.
I'm telling you what, that guy looks like he could lay the law down. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
but he just punches punches and
Yeah,
shoves
he could-
his fucking.
he could impale a guy.
Yeah, he just impales you and then punches you.
are
And I assume sucks whatever fluids out that you
Yeah,
have
does he
inside
like?
you.
Is he
Yeah.
like a parasitic?
Yeah, he does mesquite things.
He mesquites.
Like he'd suck the energy or the life force.
Oh,
and
so not like
you
fluid.
wouldn't die, but it's Pokemon, so you'd look like basically. Yeah. I sucked my cheeks in to resemble someone with little to none life force. All right, so this is a bonus one. So wait, hang on, let me check real quick.
What's that kind of art called, Tommy?
Pokemon.
No. It's like indigenous of Alaskans.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm blanking on the.
I know. What
No, you know what I'm talking about? Like they do the bears and the whales
Yeah, I
and the
know
eagles
what
and
you're
stuff like
talking
that.
about.
It's
We
like
actually-
drawn in
we-
that style.
My sister used to teach at this tiny college in Sitka, Alaska, which had just like a huge indigenous population. Well, not huge because it's a tiny town, but proportionally large indigenous population. And
Those are called natives.
yeah, native people.
Natives. No, it's sorry. It's a Letterkenny reference.
Oh, right.
But anyway, yeah, we had like a bunch of artwork that she got from when she was there, and I went and visited her there. It was awesome, man. Bald eagles are like rats out there, man. It's crazy. They're just the place is crawling with bald eagles. It's
That's
awesome.
so cool, though.
And bears though too, grizzly bears. It's
That's-
it's a
That's
300
less cool.
300 square mile island, and
That's less cool,
there's
bro.
one bear for every square mile of this island.
Jesus, Grimace.
Yeah, it was a lot of bears.
So this is a bonus.
Anyway, this Pokemon bonus-amon.
Bonus. Real or fake?
It looks like an airplane fish.
Jabber.
It looks like a
real. Fake.
It does look like an airplane fish. It looks like an airplane fish killer whale, but
Airplane
yes.
done
killer
in
whale.
an
Yes.
Alaskan.
yeah.
You know,
I believe. I
Style.
think the Tlingit people they're called are native to that region, if I remember
The
correctly.
Klingits.
I think so.
Okay.
Tlingit. I think I could be wrong.
This is making me so mad.
Tommy says fake.
Tommy says fake.
I don't know. I feel like Tommy and I kind of like share a brain sometimes. I'm feeling like it's a fakie.
Well,
Because
guys,
it stinks of cultural reappropriation. And
I think I know what Jay's talking
that's
about
something a
over here.
fan would
Jay's
do.
looking up, trying to figure this out.
It's making me
Name of the art
crazy
style.
because I've looked it up before because I thought it was cool.
Eskimos. What is? It's like another word for Eskimos, or like the word of the indigenous Eskimo people.
I don't know.
It's blanking on me. And Jay, we will figure this out sooner or later. But this is a real mon, guys.
It's a real one?
Yes, this is a
Shnikes.
bonus one because it's a segue. It's a
Okay.
segue into something
Can
that
can I propose that we take a commercial break? Or is that not allowed?
define commercial break.
I
says-
want to go outside for a specific reason. Could we bring the podcast outside for a moment?
It says Inuit art, but that is
Inuit.
not.
No, that's what it's called.
Inuit is the people.
The
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
then I don't know about the art. Jay, would you like to mosey on outside with us?
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
My buttons are caught on the
So, guys, this is a real Pokemon, and it's a special Pokemon that I added especially for the podcast so I can announce a new series to my YouTube page. This is a Primal Kyogre.
That's exciting.
All right, it's a legendary Pokemon, legendary, actually. Turn this we're mobilizing this podcast right now.
Podcast on the road.
So, Primal Kyogre is a legendary Pokemon. It's a box art legendary for the game Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, a game that I am going to be nuzlocking
What the hell are you saying, man?
come Wednesday, April.
you were Nuzlocking?
Nuzlocking.
That sounds like a party.
Nuzlocking.
All right, so when you do a Pokemon Nuzlocke,
It sounds like wrestling sex.
okay.
All right.
So you play the Pokemon
Do I
game.
go there too frequently?
So you play the Pokemon game as you normally would, but you can only catch the first Pokemon you see on any given route. You have to nickname it, and if it faints, it dies. You can't use that Pokemon anymore.
So, like, if it gets surprised, like a Southern woman in an old movie.
Yeah, so it's like a
Fainted couch.
stars.
I'm getting the vein.
How would
House.
that even work?
So it's
I'm gonna go over by this fainting couch.
Right. It's like, oh, good. Let me
Get
stage this.
surprised
guys are
anywhere
just
far
realizing
away
that
from the fainting couch.
fainting is something that's in Pokemon.
Hey, what?
What? But
Are you
yeah,
keeping secrets with the listeners of the podcast and us?
no. So they are self-implemented rules to make the game harder and more fun. And I'm starting a Nuzlocke. I just spent last night. I spent like 7 hours recording. So it's going to be like other than this podcast, my first like scheduled series.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, so it's going to come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon.
Nuzlocke.
It's called the Nuzlocke. So the history of the Nuzlocke, it was called that. I honestly don't know why specifically after this, but the first person to really do a Nuzlocke and record it and whatnot had a Pokemon called Nuzleaf, who resembled John Locke from the TV show Lost.
Oh, I thought you meant John Locke, like the revolutionary era philosopher. Was that from when John Locke?
Is it? I might have got this guy's name wrong, but I know what you're talking about. The guy of the Constitution.
No, he wrote
And
some. He
whatnot.
wrote something
More
about
like
something about like the social
Herbie
contract.
Hancock.
Herbie. He wrote
don't
something
remember
called
specific-
I think he wrote a thing called the social contract, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The
social
thing
but that John Locke name is
that
not
makes
ringing a bell.
evil triumph is that good men
He was an English philosopher.
do nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's John Locke. But it's off the. Is his name John Locke? Because
Well,
that's got
this
me.
guy.
Yeah, I know that. But is the character from the show? Have you ever watched Lost?
I watched the first season. I call it Rustle in the Bushes, Punch in the Face, flashback.
Smoke Monster.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he had a Nuzleaf that he named Nuzlocke, which led to the name Nuzlocke. So it's self-implied rules to make the game more fun, and I'm doing it. It's a randomizer for all the all the Pokemon are randomized. So I'm walking this route. Normally I'd see like there's a Pikachu here,
Like a Snorlax.
but there's not a Pikachu. It's freaking
Snorlax.
it's a
Munchlax.
Chandelure, or
It's the one with the butt face.
a Snom.
Or the one that looked like an ice cream cone from last week. That guy was cool.
Any one of
It
those
was
three.
vanilla ice cream.
And we went down that road.
Okay, so now that I think about it, we're just now realizing
How cold it is outside?
Tom's
It's
favorite
cold
Pokemon. It's not that cold.
It's chilly.
You guys should have like a layer of kitchen heat on you. But no, Tom's favorite Pokemon has to be the Vanillish line. Vanillux. The ice cream cone.
I'll submit to that.
Yeah.
Vanillux?
Yeah. Vanillux, Vanillish, and Vanillite. The
Vanilla.
Vanillux line.
I never considered the idea of having a favorite Pokemon, but now that I do, I feel
It's
fulfilled.
got to be the
Yeah.
the vanilla flavored Pokemon.
Vanilla Pokemon.
But no, I'm starting this this series. It's going well. I recorded like 7 hours last night. I stayed up until like 3:00 in the morning recording. There's no commentary. You're not going to hear things, not until I get a mic at least. But
So people are going to watch 7 hours of you
oh,
trying to not surprise the Pokemon so they faint.
So it's
I know that
it's
came out kind of derogatorily, but it's a true.
I didn't record it all one video, but it's episodic, so it's gonna come out. It's a little shorter than an hour long.
Oh, okay.
So
Highlights.
I'm set for the next 2 weeks.
Top 10.
That's a big editing job.
Yeah, it's not editing. I'm not editing it. I'm just recording. That's another thing. I got my hotkey set up, so I don't have to like exit the game in order to record or stop recording. I just press one button to start recording, one button to stop recording.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's nice.
Overseas.
All right, we're gonna breeze right on through TV talk time, turtle time. It's turtle time, you guys.
Oh, turtle time.
Turtle time.
One of my favorite segments of the whole show.
We're talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about turtles.
No,
Because I love turtles.
I like turtles.
You can't pet a turtle in Hawaii. You can get fined for that.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
But I wanted to bring this up because last episode we didn't talk nearly enough about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as I wanted to.
I believe we talked just sufficiently great length about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but we're bound to disagree on a few things here and there, Robbie.
All right, so here's what we're going to do before we delve into the turtle talk time. It is guest talk time, where the guests discuss at the time allotted what they so choose.
Okay. I have
And-
a question for you, Jay.
Begin.
Yes, Tom.
So I'm aware that, as I was discussing with you earlier, there was a mishap with a large quantity of flour in the kitchen earlier tonight, or earlier in the day, that I was not here to witness. I'm curious, more details about exactly what happened, and specifically in regard to what was your immediate reaction?
Oh,
Dude,
I'll
so
give
tell,
you the
tell,
play-by-play.
the play-by-play, please.
So I come in, and there's just crap everywhere. You know, like I'm trying to put the order away. I'm taking apart the walk-in cooler. You know, so I'm in this like productive.
Yes.
Like I'm in the flow. I'm
Get
in
it done.
flow state,
Yes.
as they say.
Yes.
So I'm like, let's keep it rolling. Good times. So I take the flour to put it in the proper receptacle, right? Which is just about empty. You know, like what asshole left the flour empty?
It was Sunday night.
So, well, anyway, I'm like, you know, I'm on a roll. I'm scratching my head. So I'm like, all right, I'll fill the flour. So I'm like kind of muttering under my breath, like, come on, guys, let's do this.
And it would have been Justin.
Okay, sure.
That's
I don't
his-
want to point any fingers.
that's his
but
station.
Right, that's his station. So I fill the flour bucket. So now this like 5-gallon bucket is full of flour all the way to the top. And then gravity
5 gallons.
just happened to get the best of me, and the entire thing of flour tipped over on the floor.
Oh my God.
So there's like all this flour everywhere. Everywhere. So I'm like, fuck my life. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and especially when you're in like
the mode.
the mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
To be
well,
so-
this isn't just a like sweep up,
Right.
kind of move on thing. This
Yeah.
is like, now I just made another hour of work
Yeah,
for myself,
yeah.
kind of deal.
Because sweeping flour up off the floor is not.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because you sweep it.
Yeah.
We swept. We used the like big broom. Got the big stuff. Then we got the little broom. Got the little stuff. Then we got the vacuum out.
Uh-huh.
So then we had to vacuum up the flour
Oh
from
my
like the
God.
little like.
Is that why you took that rack out, the shelf outside?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it
I mean,
covered
I
in
was just
flour?
like, all right, here we
I
go.
already tore everything apart trying to find all this flour.
So then we got the vacuum out to get under the crevices and the quarry tile floor and da-da-da-da-da. And then we had to take the mop out and mop the floor, and there still looks like there's flour everywhere in the kitchen.
Well, because when I went to go sweep tonight, at the end of the night, I looked for the broom, which is normally black. And
Oh, yeah,
I found the
and it's
broom,
like-
and it was white. And I said, what happened here?
Yeah.
And I started sweeping, and I was sweeping underneath the thing where the dishes get stacked from when they come back in from the floor. And, well, all this flour kept coming
I
out
have
from under
like
it. And I
flour
was,
in the cuffs of my pants, you know, because
I
like,
said,
I'm like, mother,
something terrible happened here earlier,
Yeah.
and I need to find out more about
All right,
it
guys.
was good.
That
All right,
sucks.
that concludes guest talk time. We have a lovely story about Jay, and from what I
The
can
moral of
surmise,
the story is no good deed goes unpunished.
See, I didn't know you were talking about a 5-gallon bucket of flour
Yeah,
that
well,
was
like,
empty. I thought you were talking about the like not a fish tub, but those the thing that we
The
keep it in.
Lexan with the chicken
Yeah,
flour
that we
in there. Yeah, the
used them
dredging
in.
flour.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, the flour.
Yeah, like the
Okay,
bucket of
the, like,
flour fell
flour
out like
storage.
underneath, like
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
But, but here we go. We are moving on. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That sounds
It's all right.
non-bodacious, but we're on Turtle Talk time.
Turtle Talk time.
So
Turtle Talk.
I'm not trying to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle podcast, but I feel like last week's episode we didn't touch enough on the turtles.
Is that a Powered Ranger?
That Ranger is
he looks like
powerful.
he's giving him props right there.
So there were multiple other crossovers with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They crossed over with the Power Rangers at some point, and you have the late 80s, early 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think those are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, although I could be wrong.
They are definitely the
Are
Mighty
there
Morphin.
Power Rangers that are not Mighty and Morphin?
We're talking about the Turtles,
Okay.
not the. There are so many iterations of Power Rangers that I
Really? I just thought there was a Mighty Morphin.
they have been.
Aren't they
no.
always mighty and they morph?
They morph into Power
So,
Rangers, but they're not always Mighty Morphin
Some
Power
of them
Rangers.
are not
They're-
mighty.
There are like Wild Force or Alien
And they're not
Spasms
mighty.
or I don't know, but they've
How
been.
can a Power Ranger not be mighty?
You got to understand they've been doing Power Rangers since the early '90s, man.
Yeah.
Go,
That's true.
go,
They've
Power
had-
Rangers.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers isn't the entire Power Ranger series from then to here, but no, another one they did was
Wait,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters, which I really want to read this comic. I like the artwork on this.
Can I just real quick, can we go back to that previous
Yes.
photo and we can talk about the facial expressions of these two turtles here? They look
Like,
off-put.
yeah, like
Like
we don't
what,
need your help.
what is that ranger doing or saying that caused them to look at him like that?
I think in this point in the video that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are trying to come in and fight this giant-sized beast. So this is just me guessing what's going on in this scene.
Okay.
I think that the Rita Repulsa has enlarged a Power Rangers villain, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are like, "Whoa, cowabunga!
Cowabunga, let's
What are we gonna do?"
Yeah.
And the blue Power Ranger, Billy, I can assume that this is Billy. He's like, "Hey, man, we got this. You stand back." And then they're about to summon the Megazord. Go, Power Ranger!
Yeah. There's always like a guitar solo too.
So if you think about that, so like Cobra Kai versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
obviously Cobra Kai gets washed out by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But if you think about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Power Rangers, they have giant robots.
That's true, but look at the muscles on that turtle.
Yeah, that guy's jacked. See, I'm
Kind of looks like Buzzwole.
looking at it like a little differently. So, like Donatello's back there, like real grimace.
My
looking.
favorite turtle.
And then Leonardo is just sort of like, he's
He's the leader.
aloof. He's like, fuck, man. What I think happened is something happened to Raphael and Michelangelo.
Oh, and this guy's breaking the news.
Yeah, and he's
I think
he's like kind of he's reaching out to console.
Consoling them because
Yeah,
with the
he's-
quivering lip of Donatello
Right.
in the background there.
Like Donatello looks kind of scared or something.
Leonardo's
deep
trying to
on this.
hold it together to be
Right.
strong for the
And then the
gang.
Morphin Power Rangers are like, look, bro, we're gonna get him back.
We're here for
We're
it.
gonna team up,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go
Yeah.
kick some ass.
I like that
Like,
interpretation.
Shredder is
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a giant version of Shredder. Like Rita Repulsa,
Ooh,
giant size.
like
So
a Power Ranger-ized Shredder monster.
Right.
That
And they
that
need
would
to
be-
like
that's-
join forces.
So-
And Bebop and Rocksteady are definitely gonna be there.
Uh-huh.
I will. We're gonna talk about turtles in the next episode. We're gonna we're gonna have
study.
to. I really don't want to. I mean, you said you were gonna study Pokemon, real or fake, and actually,
But there's
Wait,
so
who
many.
won that?
you guys tied.
We tied.
You guys tied up at
But you had the
2.5
bonus
points.
point. I feel
No,
like.
I allowed him to share half of the point, but I didn't allow him any further than that. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We didn't discuss enough of the crossovers. Power Rangers. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. And
It's kind of a match made in heaven when you think about it.
they're Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, well, they're both equally outlandish, and they're beloved by a similar demographic.
Oh yeah.
I feel like, and they have a similar kind of ethos.
Well,
You know, they're the good guys.
let's just skip this
Yes, the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters because apparently I want to read this comic. It's a graphic novel or whatever it is because I love the artwork. Look at
Yeah, it's cool.
But Batman.
Batman and the Ninja
Batman. There was an animated movie where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles went to Gotham and crossed over and fought with the Dark Knight himself, the brave, the bold Batman.
Which one of the classic Batman bad guys did they team up to defeat? I'm assuming it's one of the big ones that you see in all the movies. The Joking Man or the
honestly,
Riddle-asker.
I'm sorry, everyone, for bringing up something that I can't really fully discuss about having knowledge about, but I really don't remember. But I know that Shredder was in Gotham, so I think
Shredder went to Gotham, and the Turtles followed him, and they enlisted the help of. I almost said Bob Dylan for some reason, but it's Batman.
he could have
Bob
been in
Dylan
there.
could.
You got but then you got, I believe,
That's Batgirl.
Batgirl and Robin is there too.
That
right?
is specifically Damian Wayne. Bat Robin. That is Batman's son with Talia al Ghul, which leads me to believe that Ra's al Ghul is the main villain. I haven't watched this in a while. I don't remember it, but I do know that Batman eats pizza with the Turtles.
Oh, that's awesome! So
yeah, Batman has a kid with Talia al Ghul.
How do Batman reproduce?
Okay, so Tom, when a woman and a man love each other very much, so we're kind of close for time
Moving
right now.
Along.
But no, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. I love this. I really did. I watched this. I haven't watched it in a while, so I don't really remember everything. But it's good. I mean, how about that? You guys talked about Power Rangers versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cobra Kai versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How do you think Batman fares against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's a toughie.
How does Batman fare against the Ninja Turtles?
And we don't have Batgirl or Robin.
So it's just Batman versus 4 Ninja Turtles?
Do you think Batman can solo all 4?
He's got all
Teenage Mutant Ninja
He's
Turtles?
got all kinds of gadgets.
Is he coming in with like the Bat Cycle or like
You know how many turtles get run over by cars every year, much less Batmobiles?
I love you, Tom. I love you so much, bud.
But I mean, like,
cheers.
like
Hang on. Yeah, cheers. Clink.
It depends on like which Batmobile you're talking about.
Clink.
Because like Michael Keaton's Batmobile, that was like low profile.
It could still run over. Well, I guess a normal turtle.
We're talking
Maybe.
DCAU.
But I'm talking about the Christian Bale like Batmobile that was like a monster truck would have like ran them all over, like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're swiftly gonna move on from turtle talk to TV time. Gonna make this real nice and short. We're only gonna talk about one show. And I feel like
come on,
Ted Lasso.
Something I've seen.
It's one of those. But no, I feel like tonight went really well because I still have more pictures and stuff to discuss, but we are running short for time. But yes, Jay, we are going to talk about Ted Lasso.
I should get a point for that.
Yeah,
you should.
Yeah, you should, but you're not.
I brought that
let
one
him
out.
get.
I mean, no. If we're talking about like generic points, then yeah,
you can have a Tom point.
I got one Tom point, one J point.
Okay,
perfect.
Even though Tom dispensed that in Pokemon Real or Fake, but no, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
And excuse me. It's starting to heat up. This season started off at a certain lull, but it is picking up. And Zava, the character Zava, the actor who plays Zava,
I don't think either of us have seen this.
It's fine. But the actor, okay, so spoiler alert, in the most current season of Ted Lasso.
I'm not listening.
So in the current season of Ted Lasso, they enlist the aid of a football player by the name of Zava.
I thought you were going to say Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see
Dude, that guy looks like Drake right there.
That is Roy Kent. Roy Kent. He's here. He's there. He's fucking everywhere. Roy Kent.
Looks like he yells a lot.
And this girl looks like the
She's
Drago's wife from Rocky IV.
She is.
Man, I don't remember Drago's wife from Rocky IV.
She is the boss.
She looks like the boss.
She owns the football club, and that's Roy Kent. He's an angry guy. He talks like this. He's got an angry. He's angry all the fucking time. He fucking.
Why is he?
Yeah.
Is that his girlfriend?
At some point, yes.
Okay.
That is
Is she
Keely.
like a soccer? A soccer groupie?
I mean, in the beginning of the season, the series, yeah, she's basically just a groupie. But then she grows. That which brings me to say the one thing that I really love about Ted Lasso is the character development. You have Keely, who goes from someone who's shagging one of the players to the owner's best friend and a huge part of the show and a huge part of the football team itself.
Who's this fella in the middle here, arms upraised?
That is Beard.
Is he the head coach?
He's not the head coach. You see, Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis' character, is basically the head coach. And then you have Roy Kent, who's also coach, and then you got Beard Coach. Beard Coach, I love him. He's a kooky, crazy character. He kind of reminds me of Tom.
Hey, all right.
He does. He really does. He kind of reminds me of you.
I like people being reminded of me.
He doesn't talk much.
That's unlike me.
I know, but I'm not. He's a weirdo. He's a freaking weirdo. He had oh, you might know this. I want to talk about Community tonight.
Oh,
Spoiler alert for next week's episode. We're going to talk about Community. But he was in an episode of Community, the actor who plays the Beard Coach. He was the guy in Annie's Move with Britta and Shirley, the hitchhiker they gave a ride to. Jesus, love marijuana.
What does he say? This song is about...
This is about race mixing.
Race mixing. It's
called Don't You Do It.
Don't You Do It.
Get out!
Anyhow.
Yeah, but Ted, that actor is the guy who plays the Beard Coach, and he's not as racist, but just as weird as that character. There was an episode, spoiler alert again, recently where they're in Amsterdam. And they're visiting Amsterdam, and he makes shroom tea for him and Ted, and he just downs it, and Ted's like, golly, I'm Ted Lasso. I don't know if I want to trip on shrooms. Then Beard Coach leaves, and he's looking at it, and he drinks it, and he comes up with some godlike football strategy, soccer, but at the end of the episode, you got Coach going onto the bus, and he's in rocker, like a metal rock costume and face paint, like Kiss, and comes out, and it's all weird, and he's like, yeah, no, that tea was a dud batch. So Ted Lasso hallucinates all this stuff and comes up with this idea for a football plan or whatever, and yeah, no, it was a dud batch, and I love the character of
so he's just a sweet little naive fella, this Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso? Shoot. He's a sweetheart. He's wholesome incarnate, and it's such a good show. It really is. I cannot say that enough. That Ted Lasso is a great show. It warms my heart because he's such a wholesome character. He, like I said, he is wholesome incarnate.
Well, that sounds very lovely.
He's a very lovely man.
I think
And-
so.
And at some point,
Go Lasso.
I would
Go
like to have
Lasso.
a warm tart.
but what do you love more than a wholesome guy? That wholesome guy getting freaking pissed.
Oh.
I want to see that. I want to see that in the show. I want to see him lash out. Because, spoiler alert, who hasn't seen the show,
Us.
and everyone listening, Ted's ex-wife. So Ted, spoiler alert again, Ted goes to the UK to coach football, and he's having problems with his wife, right? They decide to separate or divorce, and his wife ends up, spoiler alert, last time I'm going to say
that guy?
last time, yes, Ted Lasso finds out that his wife is dating his marriage counselor.
Oh, that hurts.
So yeah, I'd like to see Ted just like rage out at
Just
some
like
point.
murdering people.
Carnage.
Yeah,
That's
just
what
like
we
with
want.
just like a knife or an axe or a baseball bat.
That would
or
be
a
great.
hatchet, yeah.
Is that him?
More rage.
Is that him?
More rage to come is there is another character. I'm blanking on his name right now, but this guy to the left is he was the kit manager, the guy who dealt with the laundry and whatnot for the team, and he so you got Ted Lasso, wholesome incarnate, who just latched onto this guy, and he's like, you know what? Why don't we make you a coach? So this guy who went from doing laundry for the team, ended up coaching for the team, then ends up betraying Ted Lasso, coaching for another team, just to piss off the boss lady, the blonde. So she is the owner of the club. She originally bought the club to sabotage the club.
She looks like the owner of the Major League guys. Like, you know, the Indians. Charlie Sheen.
I never saw that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Major League.
I
Remember
feel
Major
like
League?
there's too many baseball movies.
But she
Was Kevin Costner in Major League?
No.
Kevin Costner's in like 9 baseball movies. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. All right.
So she bought this. She acquired her husband's team in the divorce. Husband being this guy in the background.
Darth Vader back here?
Darth Vader looking guy. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on just a second.
I have the goddamn Power Rangers song stuck in my head.
I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
You're gonna be
But
singing that one.
so
all the way.
originally she was sabotaging the football club to
Just like in Major League.
to get at her ex-husband. But
Gotcha.
so her ex-husband eventually hires the kit guy. I'm Nate. His name's Nate. Nate the Great.
Nate
That's the
the
name of this
Great.
guy on the left. And that's enough. He has been this season completely unaffected by Nate's betrayal, right? Because Nate was his go-to guy. He was his number 2, other than Beard, you know. But that's another thing I want to really see him rage out about.
Oh,
But yeah,
much less attacks.
yeah.
We're back.
No, it was supposed to end up on this picture. I was supposed to download it a second time, so it would be here at the beginning of the podcast and
At the end.
there at the
I
end.
think
so
it's
could
kind
just-
of funny, though, to have the rapid, frantic swiping back to the original picture.
I don't like that, and I don't like how you described it, and it broke my heart. But no, we are nearing the end. We are reaching the very end of tonight's podcast, and I would like to thank both of you for being here tonight.
Brother, come on.
We're like
Pleasure's all
brothers. So, would you guys, Tom, Jay, would you like to plug anything? You guys got anything going on? If you want to recommend something to the viewers, the listeners?
Just try your best to sneeze. If you can sneeze, I really enjoy it. I think it's great, and everybody should give it a shot.
You shouldn't hold those in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
do a lot of damage.
I don't hold them in, man. I let them fly
You
because
blow this house down, brother.
I
Your
love
poor
sneezing.
bubble.
Love sneezing.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Jaybird?
interesting.
I I just want the weather to get better. Right
Better
now,
weather.
like I want the weather to get better. So like, let's everybody think positive about sunny days,
Yeah, that's how it works.
like 70-degree temperatures. You know what I mean? Like if we could all manifest
Yeah,
that would be
that'd be
great.
nice.
You know what I'm
That'd
saying?
be really
Like
nice.
rain at night, sunshine in the day.
Yeah,
You know?
like that soothing rain on the roof.
Yeah,
sound,
like
and
that
you wake
thunder.
up and the birds
I'm
are singing.
okay. You want me to advocate for something? I have a noise machine in my house,
You have
like
a
a
noise
white
machine?
noisemaker,
Mm.
and I have it set to the thunder
Oh, it
rumble.
does.
Do you
Or
have
thunder
it to like
sound.
a speaker or something?
No,
Like
it's
you-
just like a little. It looks like it's about the circumference of like a hockey puck, diameter of like a hockey puck.
an Alexa or some shit. So it's like
Yeah.
its actual own device is like connected to.
Yeah,
like
and then
a
it's got like a
phone?
night light like on the bottom. You can like put what color you want it. So I got
Smart
like
TV.
a soothing red. Jack's the cat. My cat
Yeah.
loves it.
Oh, that's
Jack.
And then we
the
just
cat.
like sleep to the thunder rumble. It's amazing.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's good.
That's
Get
nice.
yourself one of those, Amazon.
Okay, yeah.
Or no. Go someplace local and
Yeah,
see if you
don't
can buy
support-
it.
don't
Support your
Yeah.
local community shops.
Your
White
local
noise
white
machine.
noise machine manufacturer.
All right, guys.
Artisan.
Tonight went well. Tonight went great.
Slay the day.
Slay the day. Positive mental attitude. PMA, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed because once we hit 50, we are going to start live streaming. And once we hit 50, the first thing we're going to live stream is a Pokemon Sleep Lock.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So a Nuzlocke. I
Sleep Lock.
explained to you guys what a Nuzlocke is, right?
We have to be a part of that?
You guys
7
don't have
hours?
to. No,
7 hours of
Nuzlocke?
Pokemon?
so much more. So it's an entire.
so much more.
So it's an
No, it's like 12.
around,
It's
depending
all
on how
day.
you fare. So a Pokemon Sleep Lock is where you play an entire Pokemon game without sleeping with the Nuzlocke rules.
Oh my
Oh,
god. That
I
sounds
see.
grueling.
So last night, while
Mentally,
yeah,
Physically.
yeah. So last night,
emotionally.
while I was recording the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke coming this Wednesday, April 26th, it was honestly like practice for a sleep lock. Because when Pokemon X and Y came out about like 10 years ago, it is nearing the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon XY. Oh my god. But I only had a weekend to play this game, so I just hammered through it, 23 hours. But yeah, I can do a Nuzlocke. I have done multiple Nuzlocks. I have not done a sleep lock. And I would love to try, and I would love to live stream that to you, to everyone. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. This is Munchlax Attacks signing off. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Robbie.
Good night. Thank you.
You be safe now.